St. Augustine, Commentary on the Gospel of John, chapter 3, verse 22 to 29, following. Let us return and see what this John says. He that has the bride is the bridegroom. She is not my bride. And do you not rejoice in the marriage? Yea, says he, I do rejoice. But the friend of the bridegroom, who stands and hears him, rejoices greatly because of the voice of the bridegroom. Not because of mine own voice, says he, do I rejoice, but because of the bridegroom's voice. I am in the place of hearer, he of speaker. I am as one that must be enlightened. He is the light. I am as the ear. He is the word. Therefore the friend of the bridegroom stands and hears him. Why stands? Because he falls not. How falls not? Because he is humble. See him standing on solid ground. I am not worthy to lose the latchet of his shoe. You do well to be humble. Deservedly you do not fall. Deservedly you stand and hear him, and rejoice greatly of the bridegroom's voice. So also the apostle is the bridegroom's friend. He too is jealous, not for himself, but for the bridegroom. Hear his voice when he is jealous. I am jealous over you, said he, with the jealousy of God. Not with my own, nor for myself, but with the jealousy of God. Why? How? Over whom are you jealous, and for whom? For I have espoused you to one husband, to present a chaste virgin to Christ. Why do you fear then? Why are you jealous? I fear, says he, lest as the serpent beguiled Eve by his subtlety, so your minds should be corrupted from the chastity which is in Christ. 2 Corinthians chapter 11, verse 2 and 3. The whole church is called a virgin. You see that the members of the church are diverse, that they are endowed with and do rejoice in diverse gifts. Some men wedded, some women wedded, some are widowers who seek no more to have wives, some are widows who seek no more to have husbands. Some men preserve continence from their youth, some women have vowed their virginity to God. Diverse are the gifts, but all these are one virgin. Where is this virginity? For it is not in the body, it belongs to few women. And if virginity can be said of men, to few men in the church belongs a holy integrity, even of body. Yet one such is a more honorable member. Other members, however, preserve virginity not in body but only in mind. What is the virginity of the mind? Entire faith, firm hope, sincere charity. This is the virginity which he who was jealous for the bridegroom feared might be corrupted by the serpent. For just as the bodily member is marred in a certain sense, so the seduction of the tongue defiles the virginity of the heart. Let her who does not desire without cause to keep virginity of body see to it that she be not corrupted in mind. What shall I say then, brethren? Even the heretics have virgins, and there are many virgins among heretics. Let us see whether they love the bridegroom, so that this virginity may be guarded. For whom is it guarded? For Christ. Let us see if it be for Christ and not for Donatus. Let us see for whom this virginity is preserved. You can easily prove. Behold, I show you the bridegroom, for he shows himself. John bears witness to him. This is he that baptizes. O you virgin, if for this bridegroom you preserve your virginity, why do you run to him who says, I am he that baptizes? Why the friend of the bridegroom tells you, "This is he that baptizes"? Again, your bridegroom possesses the whole world. Why then should you be defiled with a part of it? Who is the bridegroom? For God is king of all the earth. This your bridegroom possesses the whole, because he purchased the whole. See at what price he purchased it, that you may understand what he has purchased. What price has he given? He gave his blood. Where shed he his blood? In his passion. Is it not your bridegroom who you sing or feign to sing when the whole world was purchased? They pierced my hands and my feet, they counted all my bones, but they themselves considered me. They looked upon me, they divided my garments among them, and upon my vesture they cast lots. You are the bride, acknowledge your bridegroom vesture. Upon what vesture was the lot cast? Ask the gospel. See to whom you are espoused. See from whom you receive pledges. Ask the gospel. See what it tells you in the suffering of the Lord. There was a coat there. Let us see what kind. Woven from the top throughout. What does the coat woven from the top signify but charity? What does this coat signify but unity? Consider this coat which not even the persecutors of Christ divided. For it says, they said among themselves, let us not divide it, but let us cast lots upon it. Behold that of which the psalm spoke. Christ's persecutors did not rend his garment, Christians divide the church. But what shall I say, brethren? Let us see plainly what he purchased. For there he bought where he paid the price. Paid it for how much? If he paid it only for Africa, let us be Donatists and not be called Donatists but Christians. Since Christ bought only Africa, although even here are other than Donatists. But he has not been silent of what he bought in this transaction. He has made up the account, thanks be to God. He has not tricked us. Need there is for the bride to hear, and then to understand to whom she has vowed her virginity. There in that psalm where it says, they pierced my hands and my feet, they counted all my bones, wherein the Lord's passion is most openly declared. The psalm which is read every year on the last week, in the hearing of the whole people, at the approach of Christ's passion, let this psalm is read among them and us. There I say note, brethren, what he has bought. Let the bill of merchandise be read. Hear you what he bought. All the ends of the earth shall remember and turn unto the Lord, and all the kindreds of the nations shall worship in his sight. For the kingdom is his, and he shall rule the nations. Behold what it is he has bought. Behold, for God, the King of all the earth, is your bridegroom. Why then would you have one so rich reduced to rags? Acknowledge him, he bought the whole. Yet you say, you have a part of it here. Oh, would that you were well pleasing to your spouse. Would that you who speak were not defiled, and what is worse, defiled in heart, not in body. You love a man instead of Christ. Love one that says, 'Tis I that baptize, not hearing the friend of the bridegroom when he says, This is he that baptizes, not hearing him when he says, He that has the bride is the bridegroom. I have not the bride, said he. But what am I? But the friend of the bridegroom, who stands and hears him, rejoices greatly because of the bridegroom's voice.